Sports is next. Bade Adeleye will be joining us right now. He's right there. Bade, Nigeria is shining at the Major Tennis World Cup. Of course, that's the Davis Cup. Tell us, give us an update. What's happening?
Good news coming from Lagos today, and of course, Team Nigeria have qualified for Davis Cup World Group 2 after defeating their Uzbekistan counterparts 3-1 in the 2026 Davis Cup qualifying playoff in Lagos. Nigeria's #1, Daniel Adeleye, was the cynosure of all eyes during the two-day event. He defeated Ilya Ignatov in 2 straight sets, 6-3, 6-4, to make Nigeria pick the qualification ticket in the men's singles final match. Earlier in the third match of the tournament, the doubles event, Nigeria's duo of Canis Abuja and Michael Emmanuel defeated Denis Istomin and Kumoyon Sultanov 7-6, 6-4 to advance, prompting Nigeria to start the day on a winning note.
So I think that gave me a strong mentality, like, for you to be a champion, you have to be a champion. So I think I really love motivation from bonus.
This victory belongs to Nigeria. This victory is for all of us. This victory belongs to the game of tennis in Nigeria. And this victory is a sign that tennis has...
Of course, now joining us via Zoom from Lagos is the president of the Nigeria Tennis Federation, Victor Oche, as he shares his thoughts on the implications of this victory for Nigeria going forward in this year's Davis Cup. President, many thanks for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, quite interesting. Everyone is celebrating historic win for Nigeria. But, talking about, playing at the highest level, in Davis Cup, what does this mean for Nigeria? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you tell us what this means for Nigeria in tennis as we bid to compete at the highest level of Davis Cup? Can you get me? Can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm clear. I can hear you clearly.
All right, please go ahead and tell us what this means, for football in Nigeria, for tennis in Nigeria, especially as we bid to compete at the highest level of Davis Cup.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Davis Cup is the World Cup of tennis in the whole world. So just like you have the World Cup of football, you have female football for women and the male one. The male one for tennis World Cup is Davis Cup, while that of the women will be the Billie Jean King Cup. So this Nigeria, since 1989, we have not been to this stage again. This was the last time we ever got to this stage. And how many years down the road we are breaking the jinx? The truth is, it means Nigeria tennis is coming to a stage where it is going global. Just like we used to have them in the heydays of the greats like Duke Ndekodizo, the Sadiq Abdullahis, the David Imonitiers, the Tony Moores of this country, who paid their dues for tennis. And once upon a time, when Nigeria was the hub of all tennis activities, you had Yobe hard courts, Dala hard courts, Lord Rumen's Cup. All of that was happening around Nigeria, but suddenly it went down. But we at Nigerian Tennis Federation, with the help of the Nigeria Sports Commission, we are reviving the whole story again and bringing tennis back to the front burner of Nigerian sports. For this victory, it's a step in the right direction.
All right, quite interesting. In September, Nigeria will be competing in the Group 2 proper, and of course will be competing with 25 other nations. What are the chances of Nigeria now, trying to, move to Group 1?
The chances are very bright, I can tell you. I mean, just like we contesting in World Group 2 playoffs, we were the underdogs when it came to teams like Uzbekistan, because they were ranked #1 in the playoffs. And what happened? We defeated them. On paper, go through their statistics, they were way better than us. But when it came to the ground, what happened? We defeated them. I said we would defeat them, and we did defeat them. All we needed was the tenacity of our players, the kind of sponsorship, the kind of training, coaching. They were in camp for over 2 weeks, very disciplined, listened to their coaches, and played out the strategy. And what at the end of the day, justified the means. We won. And I mean, convincingly too, no doubt about that. So I also believe getting into Group 2 to play, it's going to get tougher, but the tougher the better, because that's when we prove our mettle.
Quite beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Congratulations to the Nigerian tennis family and, of course, the sports fraternity in general. Many thanks for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
All right, that was the president of the Nigeria Tennis Federation, Victor Oche. Let's quickly talk volleyball now. Our CNS Spikers have claimed the 2025 Nigeria Volleyball Super Cup after a 3-1 win over Nigeria Customs Service in the final in Abuja on Saturday. Customs, despite claiming the first set of the counter, failed to capitalize on their early lead as CNS staged a comeback to take the next 3 sets and ultimately the top prize. It was, however, a different story in the women's final as Nigeria Customs completely outclassed Kwa Spikers in 3 straight sets to claim the Women's Super Cup. 6 teams, each drawn from the men and women's elite and first divisions, competed in the week-long tournament.
This proper preparation, I must give it to the Chief of Naval Staff for all his inputs and all his encouragement to the team. It has been massively progressive for him.
We lost a match against them at the league, but we went preparing. At the end of the day, we were able to take the Super Cup, confirming our superiority.
The Super Cup has brought out new players, new talents, never expected, and that is a good challenge.
And that's our beat on Sports Tonight.